Alright, y'all, my second gear video. Yeah, I told you about the shopping spree I went on. First thing is the pack. It's a Osprey Atmos 65, which means a 65-liter pack. It's pretty straightforward. It's just got a couple external pockets. Mostly, it's just a big bag. It does have a divider for the sleeping bag in the bottom. And in researching backpacks, I kind of gravitated toward the Osprey. It's an American company. They're well known. A lot of reviews. They're very popular, and I guess that's kind of why I gravitated toward them, because I could read up all kinds of different reviews on them. Gregory is also a very popular pack on the trail. And that's what Brandon just had a buddy the other day, said he's got a Gregory pack. So now Brandon's like, man, now I need to research a different pack. One of the reasons why I got this pack is because of the back over here, where it actually rides on your back. It's, I don't know if you can tell, but it's curved. So it's curved out, and it allows air to get in there. Of course, the first 2 months on the trail, it won't matter that much. It's going to be cold. But then come summertime, that's going to be nice. I've definitely have used worse packs. I just think about that rucksack, carrying that thing in the Army, and that thing just sat right on your back. Other than that, it's just standard backpack. There's nothing great about it. As far as to set it apart, weight-wise, it's not an ultralight. It weighs almost 3 pounds. Comes in just under 3 pounds. But I decided that, it's just because of the internal frame. Ultralight packs normally don't have a frame, and you need to use something to help it keep its shape, and I just wasn't going to do that. But this is the pack. I will tell you this, one of the reasons why I picked this color is because I figured a black Sharpie would show up pretty good. You guys know we're writing names on the pack of those of you that helped us kind of get where we're going. So I did. I told Brandon, I said, we can't get any gray or black backpacks because it's just not going to show up. So that's why I got this. And this one also, in the back here behind the straps, it's got a pouch for a water bladder. And I picked that up too. It's just a standard water bladder. This one's made by Osprey. You can get Camelback will fit in there. The only reason I went with the Osprey is because it's an Osprey pack. I figured, you know what, I'm just gonna stick with the Osprey as far as that way I'm not gonna have an issue as far as fitting it in there or anything else. This is a 3-liter. And this will be, drinking water while I'm hiking. The only other thing I'm bringing for water is going to be a Gatorade bottle. Not doing like a negligee bottle or anything like that. I'm just going to do, regular 1-liter Gatorade bottle in this right here. And since we're talking about water, these right here are for the Sawyer Squeeze. They're just pouches. You can just fill them up. They're 1-liter squeeze pouch is basically what it is. These won't last the whole trip, but they're pretty inexpensive. So I picked up a couple down the road. I got the Sawyer Squeeze somewhere. Here it is. Down the road, I'll probably end up, switching over to like a soda bottle. And this is the Sawyer Squeeze. And so on either end, you can just screw it onto a regular soda bottle. So you could fill that up and then just squeeze it, into the pouch or into my Gatorade bottle, or you can drink it right through the filter. And this, I've heard great things about it. One of the reasons, one, it's small. There's no pumping. I've heard mixed reviews about the pumping and everything. Comes with a big syringe in the back there for back flushing it. So you clean your water out, take your clean water, put it in the syringe, you can back flush your filter out, and it's supposed to be good for like 1 million gallons or something crazy like that. The one thing I do have to be careful with this is I recently just read the other day that you do not want to let it freeze. It says once it freezes, the filter, it turns to crap as far as, you know, getting water through it and everything. So we'll have to be careful with that and make sure it doesn't freeze. Right here, Sea to Summit pack cover. You know, the pack's not waterproof, so it will be covered. And Sea to Summit, they're a pretty well-known brand as far as, you know, dry sacks and stuff like that. So you see the bag is kind of attached, and it just kind of stuffs into itself. And then, you know, this is just all elastic, so this will just fit right over the pack when it's raining. And this little guy is Cocoon Mummy Liner. All right, it's a silk liner. It weighs, you know, like 4 grams or something. The package says it adds anywhere from 6 to 10 degrees on your sleeping bag. I have a 15-degree sleeping bag, which I'll show you in a few minutes, which should be fine. So this isn't necessarily, I mean, of course, you know, the first month and a half, whatever, added warmth will be nice. But I'll still be using it, you know, through the whole trip. And basically what it does, it allows you to put it in your sleeping bag, and then you sleep inside. It's kind of like a big silk sheet, you know. There's nothing too fancy about this. But what it allows you to do is then when I go to town, I can take this out. You know, I can wash this, because this is, you know, this is where my dirty self has been sleeping. Get this nice and clean, and I don't have to worry about cleaning my my sleeping bag. So that's a good thing. The only piece of clothing I bought so far is just a fleece. This is like a mid-layer. Of course, in the summertime, it could be an outer layer. But it's just it's a lightweight fleece. It's a thinner fleece. It's not real thick, and it's been on sale for so long. And I was in the store the other day, and I saw it was still there. So I was like, you know what, I got to buy it before it goes back up. So I did pick that up. My cook set, minus my spoon. I don't have my spork. I don't have a spork yet. This is the Snow Peak Titanium Mini Solo. Basically, it's pretty simple. We just got a little cup, so I'll be sipping my tea, you know. Hold on, pinky in the air, pinky in the air. And then my little pot. So, knowing Brandon and I will be filling that up, eating it, filling it up, eating it, and then hopefully we'll be full. I don't know. We'll find out. But that, once again, weighs next to nothing. Hey, Jacob. My son just got home. And this is my sleeping pad. So I went with the Big Agnes Q-core insulated. And it cost me a pretty penny. I'm not gonna lie. But I tell you what, it's insulated, it's an air mattress. This bad mamma jamma blows up to 3.5 inches wide. That means up 3.5 inches off the ground. The more inches off the ground, the more comfortable I am. So that's why I went with that. This weighs just under 2 pounds. This is kind of, I mean, it's relatively heavy, but that's, you know, a sacrifice I was willing to make as far as my sleep system. So I kind of went with that. And give me a second. I'm going to go get my sleeping bag.